Before the famine, villages lived peacefully with water, fertile fields, and gentle morning hope. Daily life was simple and peaceful, with every family supported by nature's gifts.
The Great Famine of 1876 struck the Madras Presidency across Tamil Nadu and nearby regions.
Rain clouds passed without raining, leaving villagers frightened and unsure about their future. Wells began drying quickly, warning families that terrible days were approaching fast.
The earth grew dry and crops withered, removing the food every family depended on.
Fear grew in every home as people wondered how they would face the drought. When wells dried completely, villagers lost their final source of drinking water. Weak cattle collapsed without food, taking away the strength villagers needed most. Fields that once fed thousands became silent, holding only dust and despair. Food ran out everywhere, and mothers struggled to feed even a single meal. Hunger made children very tired, and mothers tried their best to comfort them with love. Mothers struggled deeply during the famine, trying their best to care for their weak babies. People ate roots and insects because no other food remained anywhere around them. Pets also suffered greatly, searching for food their owners could no longer provide. People waited hours for a few muddy drops, hoping to keep their families alive. Thousands left their villages, walking endlessly toward towns in search of survival. Some elders stayed behind, unable to walk long distances with their families. Many travelers became too weak to continue walking, and families paused often to regain strength. Grief covered the land as suffering increased and help remained far from reach.
Families walked miles under the burning sun, searching desperately for water to survive another day.
Children became too weak to walk, forcing parents to carry them with heartbreaking strength. People searched the dry fields carefully, hoping to collect small grains left behind. Starving cattle followed their owners sadly, crying for food and water they could not find. Mothers tried to comfort hungry babies, whose cries grew weaker with each passing hour. Villages became empty ghost towns as families left everything behind to escape famine. The scorching heat drained all strength, making each step painfully slow and exhausting. Families often stopped to rest on the long journey, trying to regain strength in the heat. Families were forced to separate, leaving elders behind with deep sorrow and guilt. The first roadside funerals began as more travelers collapsed from hunger and exhaustion. Travelers often paused to pray silently along the path, remembering loved ones lost earlier. Often children wandered alone, searching for parents who had not returned from the journey. Families boiled leaves to survive another day when no food remained anywhere. Some dug for rats, as hunger pushed families beyond all fear and shame. Even dogs starved painfully, searching for scraps that no one could offer anymore.
Lakhs of cattle died, leaving farmers broken without animals to plow their fields.
Weak bodies caught fever and disease quickly, unable to fight without food or water.
Cholera spread rapidly through starving groups, claiming thousands within days.
Many mothers faced heartbreaking moments during the famine, holding their children with silent tears. Across the land, families faced great hardship and support one another with strength and hope. Across the land, families faced great hardship and support one another with strength and hope. Families reached relief camps with hope, believing help would finally bring them comfort.
The camps were crowded, with many waiting patiently for food and drinking water.
Only small portions were given each day, leaving families unsure of tomorrow's meals. Villagers waited patiently for water, hoping every drop would help their families. Officials visited camps, but many families still waited for proper support and care. Many worked in the heat to receive food, even when their strength was low. Children spent long hours waiting, hoping their parents would return with some food. The camps filled quickly, and managing the growing crowd became harder each day. Supplies arrived slowly, and many waited anxiously until the carts reached the camps. Mission workers offered food and care, bringing comfort to families in great need. Families made simple shelters from cloth and bamboo, trying to stay safe each night. Evenings grew quiet as people rested and prayed for a better tomorrow. Volunteers shared water with care, understanding how precious each drop had become. Some volunteers taught children simple lessons, bringing hope through learning during hard times. Mothers shared whatever food they received, making sure their children ate first. Nights were calm in the camps, giving families a quiet moment to breathe. Every day, more families arrived, searching for safety, shelter, and a small sense of hope. Workers shared firewood so families could cook and stay warm during the nights. Families used mats and blankets offered by helpers to rest after tiring days. In silence, families held on to hope, dreaming of rain and better days ahead. After many painful months, families finally saw clouds returning to the empty sky. The first drops brought tears of relief as the thirsty land welcomed the rain again. Rivers slowly filled again, bringing life back to the once silent countryside. Fresh green shoots signaled new beginnings and renewed courage for every farmer. Farmers returned to their fields with renewed determination and long-awaited hope. Communities united, rebuilding homes and hearts with kindness and strength. Temples opened their kitchens, serving warm meals to all who sought comfort. Some local leaders offered grains and seeds, helping families restart their lives. Irrigation projects began, ensuring villages would never again depend only on rainfall. Village tanks filled with water, becoming the heart of agriculture and daily life again. Markets reopened with fresh produce, showing the return of normal life in villages. Cattle regained strength, once again becoming an important part of village farming. Schools reopened, bringing learning, joy, and hope back into children's lives. Newspapers grew stronger, spreading awareness and encouraging reforms across the presidency. Relief committees studied the famine's impact and planned better ways to protect people. Famine codes were introduced to guide early warnings and better relief measures. Villagers slowly rebuilt their lives, holding hope tightly after overcoming great hardship. Communities stayed united, supporting each other with kindness and strength every day. The famine reminded everyone about unity, kindness, and respecting every precious drop of rain. Today, Tamil Nadu stands strong, remembering the past and moving forward with hope.